Okay, the summer is coming, and I just got off a Zoom with a student who I was helping with time management, organization, time blocking, and it made me think about what our summer's going to look like and the chaos that can ensue when your kids are home from school. So, our children go to school, I'm sorry, our children go to camp for 4 weeks out of the summer. My son gets about almost 3 months off, and my daughter gets about a little over 2 months off for summer vacation. And they're going to camp for 4 weeks. So, what does that mean? Well, they're off for a good amount of time. Now, I have my own business. I see patients virtually, so I can rearrange my schedule to work with their schedule, but I still need to work. So what I went into Canva and I created a summer schedule. Um, I love Canva. It's so fun to play around with. It was really easy. So trying to get the gist. You have the time over here and I just made lines and I don't have a color printer, which I really need, but you just write summer schedule and then you fill in what you're going to do when. Obviously, we're not going to follow this every day exactly the same, but it kind of gives you an idea of um, how you want your day to go, right? Instead of your children potentially being on screens all day or you running around crazy, trying to clean the house, trying to schedule play dates, trying to do this, trying to do that. So we made a summer schedule. So I'm going to share that with you and maybe it can inspire you to create your own summer schedule. All right. So my kids get up early. They're early birds. We do go to bed fairly early. We've tried to go to bed later on the weekends and still they're up early and then they're cranky. And so we don't do that anymore. So they're going to be up. They're going to be up between, probably at 7 a.m. Maybe earlier, maybe a little later. So, between 7 and 8, I'm hoping they're going to get up and I'm going to get up. I'm going to try to get up a little earlier, make a cup of coffee. I highly suggest if you're a mom home with your kids during the summer that you get up just a little bit early to have some alone time before, they're up with you. So they're going to get up. Then around 8 o'clock, we're going to eat breakfast and I'm going to allow them to have some screen time, right? About 30 minutes in the morning is plenty of screen time just to start their day. They're, lazy in the morning. Then we're going to start, well, in my ideal world, we're going to start talking about chores. I'm embarrassed to say that my children are 9 and 12 and they're not very good at chores. I know it's my fault. So this summer is going to be the summer of chores. No, this summer I'm going to try to instill the importance of contributing to the family household. So some chores are going to be done. We're all going to do them together. So I need them to make their beds and choose a chore to do during that time. Brush your teeth, get dressed and choose a chore. And we're all going to be doing our chores together. Then a learning activity. So for our specific situation, my son will have work to do over the summer that is assigned to him. And we will be getting that done hopefully in the morning before, the fun begins. And my daughter will be doing math and reading during the summer just to keep up. The regression is real, folks. Okay. I used to think, oh my gosh, let the kids be kids. They don't need to be doing anything during the summer. Yeah, not for my children. So I don't mean, stack books up next to them and study all summer, right? So 3 days a week, touch the math book a little bit or IXL, that you can get a version from your school on there. Again, my son's school, that's part of the thing, or they're going to have work to do over the summer. So we're going to touch upon that in the morning. Then they'll have a snack, hang out, play with all the toys we have in this house that I want to get rid of that they won't let me. So they're going to be playing with those toys during that time. And I'm going to hopefully get some exercise in. I am becoming a yoga instructor and I want to spend time in my practice every single day. I do that now and I need to continue that over the summer. Then around noon, we're going to talk about what the outing for the day is going to be. So we're going to get outside of the house. So this may be a 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour outing. Depending on what we're going to do, I will either pack our lunches or we'll come home and have lunch. So if you follow me on YouTube, my children have food allergies. So we're always prepared with our own food. So if the outing is a long time, then, that takes up the majority of our afternoon. But if the outing is just a quick hour outing, whatever that may be, just to get out of the house. We need to get out of the house every single day. Then we'll come home and we'll have lunch. They'll get their next, screen time, 30 minutes of screen time. I like to eat, and then they like to watch TV after they eat. It tends to be how it goes. And then in the afternoon around 2 p.m. I have here doing some craft. What I mean by crafts is something creative. My son is very creative and my daughter's very creative. So maybe we'll do some art. We have canvases here for painting, and we have I recommend having like a huge, almost Tupperware, it's not a Tupperware, a bin that has every single type of craft you could imagine in there. And we have other drawers with crafts. We have like a craft section in our house. So we're going to be creating something. And I'm hoping to do that every day. Then we're gonna get the kids outside because you need to go outside every day. Obviously, if it's raining, that's a different story, but I'm hoping for a good weather. So we're getting outside, whether that's going to the pool, we have a pool pass, or whether it's just taking a walk, going for a hike, tending to our garden, meeting friends outside, playing outside. Then we're gonna have some downtime, some quiet time. I need to get a little bit of work done. So checking my emails, communicating with people that I work with. I need that time. So they'll have their quiet time. They need to, entertain themselves again. Then we're gonna cook dinner, and I'm hoping they'll cook with me because they do like to cook, and we experiment in the kitchen. We have our own cookbook, so we're big into cooking. So that's a fun time for us. Sit down, have dinner. Their father will be home. Then they will get their last time on the screens for an hour in the evening if they choose, and I will be seeing a couple of patients at that time. And then I'm hoping to do like a family game. So we have everybody there in the evenings. So we'll, choose a game. Everybody chooses a different game every night, and we play a game. We're big into Uno. That's our big one right now. What else do we like? We like Guess Who. We like Monopoly. So there's a lot of games that we like. And we have so many board games. That's how I grew up, playing cards and board games. Oh my gosh, I think I played every single board game. But it's a memory of a fun time in my childhood playing board games with my family. So definitely want to do that. We do that now, but I want to do that during the summer and even more. And then get ready for bed and then start the day all over the next day. But again, it's not going to go like this every day because we're going to have different outings. We're going to have different activities outside. They may have friends over, but I know a lot of their friends are in camp for the entire summer. That's not something that we choose to do. So if you're like me and send your kids maybe to, some random weekly camps, or just camp not for the entire summer, having like a little schedule set up, they enjoy doing this with me too, is fun. And having things to do for the crafts. So I'm going to talk about some ideas you can do with the outside activities and the crafts on a later YouTube video. I don't want to get into it until I show my children what it is because they watch my YouTube video, especially my daughter, and I don't want to ruin any surprises before they get to see it. So on that note, I will be back on that topic. And if you like this video, like and subscribe. I'm a dietitian by trade, and a lot of my videos are about cooking and food allergies, but I wanted to, get into our personal lives a little bit more, a mom, a family with children, and just trying to, do the best we can, and soak up their childhood and be with them as much as I can, and really making memories. So that's a part of this channel as well. All right, I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.